So for those who jaywalk, which is a term that everyone should feel ridiculous using because no one's ever really elaborated on its meaning, and people just say it as if we should know what it means. I'm assuming it refers to birds, but everyone feels silly saying it, or you should feel silly saying it, but there's no really better term. There's three types of jaywalking, right? And in my mind, that I've sort of in my mind. This is, I don't Google anything, I don't reiterate anything I've heard in a YouTube video on a YouTube video, or a Facebook video. But there's three types of jaywalking. So the first is like this. Okay, it's people do that all the time, and you will have cars speed up at you, and of course, your scowl turns into more of a scowl because you're like, "He's trying to hit me." The other type of jaywalking you do is when you might start, and you can do a little combo. You can actually start the scowl like the kind of, and then you could turn and when you do that, all traffic stops. I've tried that. I've done this for years, right? And people might say, "Why are you jaywalking all the time? You jaywalker?" And the thing is, in New York City, people do this all the time, but or in other big cities. But you look as you're crossing the street, and traffic stops. If you don't look at them, traffic continues. In fact, it's like almost like I'm gonna speed up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna hit this person. As soon as you look at them, stops. The third type, which is the type at my age I almost always do, is this. And that's the best of both worlds, because what happens is people will slow down and you're showing that you have some kind of consideration for the oncoming traffic, even though you really shouldn't. As a pedestrian, you have the right of way. I don't care what, traffic signs, schmaffic signs. I mean, you're on foot. But that whole thing, going forwards, of course, I believe is the best way to jaywalk, which must pertain to the bird, of course. And no one ever thinks about jay. I mean, a jay is a bird, right? I know it from the song Blue Jay, and there's some song Blue Jays or something. But no one ever associates that bird with, walking across streets, I guess. But somehow or another, like I said, no one ever elaborates on it. People say, jaywalking. Oh, jaywalking, that thing. Oh, I learned about that. No, I didn't learn about that. I just heard you use the term and every other grandmother. And now I have to use the term because there's no better term. But anyway, that's my spiel about jaywalking.